my current 5 fragrances that I am obsessed with at a time. So stay tuned after this intro just to know the 5 fragrances that I'm obsessed with at a time. Okay? What is going on, guys, and welcome again to another video, another unedited video of me. Hopefully it's gonna be like one shot, like because that really happens because I tend to rumble a lot. Probably that's not something that you guys suffer from, but I tend to rumble, okay, from with any language pretty much, not English, not French, not Arabic, not Moroccan. I tend to rumble, okay, with any language I do speak, I rumble with that language. But anyway, let's just stop rumbling with the 5 fragrances that I'm about to show you today, which are the fragrances that I am obsessed with this month or the previous month. These fragrances are the fragrances I wore the most. These fragrances are the fragrances I enjoyed the most, and I enjoyed the most to a certain level that I am obsessed with them. Okay, seriously guys, these are 5 great fragrances. Some of them are unknown for some of you guys, some of them are very famous. Okay, so don't quote me or anything, I'm just wanted to share. Okay, this list, they're not in any particular order, but at the most part they're kind of like mostly like summer fragrances, probably but one or so. Like 4 of them, they can work for summer perfectly. So if you are looking for suggestion for summer fragrances, stay tuned for this video as well, because I have 4 great one summer wise. Okay, but the number 5 that I have on this list, they're not numbered really, I'm just gonna grab them randomly, but I grabbed or I picked number 5 on purpose just because it is the one that is not really suited best for summer, to be honest, because it's definitely a darker scent, sweet gourmandy scent with some spices. Okay, but even though it sounds dark, it sounds heavy, it is not that heavy at all, just because this fragrance, it's more of a personal scent. It doesn't shout out loud, but it's great for dates, and ladies love it. Okay, it lasts not bad, so the performance with it is not the bestest on my skin. Some people have better luck and this fragrance lasts on them for the longest time. It's not the case for me at all, but I'm okay with the 7 hours it gives me, give or take, just because I love the smell a lot. Okay, and it gives me compliments, but people needs to be in my vicinity to be able to smell it. But it's definitely, it smells very classy for being gourmandish. Okay, and I'm talking about Tom Ford Noir Extreme. This is beautiful, guys. This is something really beautiful, and this is something I highly encourage you guys to try out. Okay, I still think it's totally worth the price point, even though the performance is not the bestest when it comes to this one. But smell wise, it's phenomenal. I love the vanilla, I love the kulfi note, which is a very gourmandy Indian note that I'm really enjoying on this fragrance, with the cardamom. Definitely, I love cardamom in fragrances, and they really did cardamom right with this fragrance right here, Tom Ford Noir Extreme. I was really obsessed with it last month, and I've worn this one at least like 3-4 times, and it's always like next to me, just because every time when I gravitate towards something, especially before I go to sleep, I always like put on like 1 or 2 sprays of this one, and I truly have great night sleep with Tom Ford Noir Extreme. Beautiful one that I highly encourage you guys to try out, even though the performance is not the bestest. Okay, let's go with the number 4 on this list, which is a fragrance, very summery, beautiful. It was on my niche summer list for 2021. I'm just gonna leave links to that video down below, so please check out my previous video for my summer niche list. And I'm talking about Pacific Rock Moss by Goldfield and Banks, Australia. This is such a beautiful fragrance. Definitely, it's very citrusy with some oak moss, and it turns out to be a little herbal because of the oak moss, but it's definitely still very extremely fresh, fruity as well. Beautiful scent. It projects well of my skin. Some people They say it lasts on them like 12 plus hours. It's not the case for me here, but it gives me around like 6-7 hours or so, which is a great deal on its own for being super fresh scent. Okay, Pacific Rock Moss is a beautiful scent that I am really obsessed with at a time with this hot wave that we've been having recently here in LA. Another one that I'm so obsessed with, seriously guys, that it is my scent of the day today, and it already got me compliment at a park with a friend of mine that we tend to like hang out when we walk our dogs together, and he really loved this smell, and this fragrance actually tend to get me a lot of compliments, even though it's not the bestest when it comes to the performance, but I usually like tend to overspray it and it just works for me. Okay, and I'm talking about L'Humaniste by Frappin. This is such a beautiful one, guys. That's something that you need to try out, especially that I find it nowadays very heavily discounted online. You can find a 100 ml bottle like this for like $120, $130, which I think it's a great deal on its own, honestly guys, especially that this is one of the best summer scents smell wise ever. It's like gin and tonic with some citruses and some herbal nuances when it dries down, or like some peppery nuances. It's just to die for. One of the best smelling summer fragrances like ever in my honest opinion, but it lacks in terms of the performance. But for me, especially with those prices online that you can find this one on it, I think it's a great deal on its own for being very nichey, smelling great at that price point. Okay, so L'Humaniste, it's a must buy in my honest opinion, especially at this very price point. I love this one for years and years now, and I never got tired of it. Seriously guys, L'Humaniste, it's one of the best summer scents, like period. My number 2 on this list, it's a fragrance I am obsessed with. Seriously guys, it's one of my favorite creeds. It's the white creed, and I'm talking about Silver Mountain Water. This one is beautiful guys. Seriously guys, I love the juniper berry, I love the green tea, I love the citruses here. It's definitely so different, so unique in terms of the smell. There's a lot of fragrances that smells like cloning this one, and they smell like this one nowadays, but this one came first. When this one first came, it was like nothing smelled like this one. It was totally different and totally unique at a time. Still is, because this one is definitely one of a kind type of a smell that, even though it has been cloned to death, Creed Silver Mountain Water is still a great one, and it's still the best of them all. Especially that this one really lasts on my skin for a long time, and if I put it on my clothes, it lasts like for 2 days. Seriously guys, like 48 hours on my clothes. It projects well and it lasts a long time, like 8+ hours on my skin, no problem. I love Creed Silver Mountain Water. It's one of my favorite creeds for sure, and this one gets compliments. Different and unique and totally unisex. If you're a guy, you can pull this one off easily. If you are a girl, yes, that's a lot of girls' favorite creed, the white creed Silver Mountain Water, and it is on my number 2. My number 1 and the last one on this list, it's a fragrance I love. Okay, this is a recent acquisition of mine. I found it at a great deal, and I really wanted to have this fragrance for the longest time, from the house of Frederic Malle, one of my favorite Frederic Malles like ever. This one is not known, this one is not famous at all, but to me personally guys, it is one of the best signature scents like ever, bar none. One of the best masculine scents like bar none. One of the best easy to wear, most versatile scents like bar none in my honest opinion. And I'm talking about French Lover by Frederic Malle, or Bois d'Orage in Europe. Okay, but now they don't call it Bois d'Orage no more, they just call it French Lover. This one, honestly, it smells a lot like the Creed Spice and Woods. Okay, I love Creed Spice and Woods. It's extremely expensive, but this one, on the other hand, still very expensive as well. But definitely, the Creed one is definitely way higher in terms of price. This one you just can get more juice and definitely cheaper. Okay, not that much cheaper, but definitely significantly a little cheaper. I love this one, guys. If you love cedar wood and fragrances, if you love herbal oak mossy fragrances, but very fragrances, but all the good stuff from all these notes, because these notes are very risky to me, and it has to be done right for me to really appreciate it, and for me to love a scent based on these notes, it has to be done to perfection, and this one is done to perfection in my honest opinion. Yes, this one is more of a personal scent. It doesn't shout out loud, even though it's got some decent sillage, so every time you move around, this fragrance stays at your previous place, so people tend to smell it this way of you. But it lasts for a long time, okay? French Lover, definitely a great office scent, great versatile signature scent worthy. And I remember one time I was at the Frederick Mall boutique here in Los Angeles for an event a few years back, and that lady that works there, the manager, I told her, what is your favorite Frederick Mall? And she told me French Lover, because it smells like a man, a handsome man. And I remember those words from her until this day, and I totally agree with that, because this one smells like a man, okay? Not trying too hard, but definitely smells handsome, okay? French Lover, one of my favorite Frederick Mall, like forever. Seriously, guys, if you are interested to know my top 5 Frederick Mall fragrances, comment in the section down below and I'll do that video for you, okay? And this is pretty much it. I just don't want to make this video way too long. It's already like, what, 11 something minutes? Whoa. I told you guys I tend to rumble, okay? But these fragrances right here are top notch. Notch. Anyway. These fragrances right here are top notch. I love them all and they are great, okay? If you are interested to my Frederick Mall top 5 fragrances in the future, please let me know in the comment section down below. If you are interested in a video or a review in the future, let me know in the comment section down below and I'll do that video for you. Don't forget to give me a like, subscribe, and follow my sweet Instagram for future videos, okay? Just to help me out. And this is pretty much it. I Note Sponge, making smelling good always easy. Peace.